Look, we from the bottom, ain't no problems, we gon' make a way. Got no coach on the field, but we making plays. Hey, look, don't worry, we gon' be okay. Hey, look, why? Cause we gon' make them pay.
Hey, what is the deal? What's going down? It is your boy Marley Bets with another episode, live NBA playoff edition of Brothas N Bets. As always, when I'm talking NBA, I got my partner, my homie, my dude, Mr. LJ from Houston. What's going down, LJ?
What's going on, Marley, man? It's time to get this cash, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And as those of all y'all can see, I got a special guest in the building today from J Money is Money. Y'all seen him on YouTube. Y'all seen him on his show. Y'all should be seeing him on Post Sports Radio. Y'all should be following this man making some money. It is Mr. J Money is Money. What's good, J Money?
Hey, bless, man. I can't complain about a single thing. We doing better than ever, trying to get some cash today, man. It's us against the books.
Hey.
Yes, sir.
You already know, sir.
LJ got the shirt on.
Show him the shirt, LJ. Y'all
He already know.
J Money for the merch, man.
You already know, bro.
Us against the bookies. Let's beat Vegas. What's up? What's up, SBO in here early? I see you, my guy. What's good? Let's get this bread. Quick little recap, just going over everything. I'm sitting at 21-17 overall for the playoffs. I don't like that at all. So we go up that up. We gonna add some more wins to that. Coming off of 1-1 day, I believe. Mr. LJ sitting at 13-9. We both above 500. I personally am disappointed. We're gonna get that better. Anything that stood out, you guys, before we jump into it, that y'all want to just kind of punch on that we've seen thus far in the playoffs?
Nah, man. Everything's been going pretty much exactly how I capped. You know, I'm just excited about getting some more money tonight. You know, that's just me.
All right, man. All right. Well, if that's the case, we can jump into it. We don't have to delay at all. That's not my thing. So, with that being said, let's jump into the docket, man. First game we have on the docket, as I call it. People probably be like, this nigga Marley been in jail. He calling shit the docket. He be rolling the weed.
Going to court, dog. You in court.
He definitely is not from the. I'm not a burb. I didn't grow up in the burbs. That is correct. Anyway, man. All right. First game we got on the docket, like I said, is we go jump off with this Heat and 76ers. Game 3, we're finally in Philly. The line is at the 76ers +1. The total is at 210.5. Let me read off a couple of these things I like to call actual factuals. We're going to start with the Heat. They're 11-3 ATS in their last 14 games. 6-1 straight up in their last 7 games. 5-2 ATS in their last 7 games against Philly. 5-2 straight up in their last 7 games against Philly. 11-3-1 in their last 15 games on the road. The total has gone over in 4 of their last 5 games when playing on the road against Philly, but under in 6 of Miami's last 7 games. Let's look at Philly real quick. They're 1-4 ATS in the last 5. 1-4 straight up in the last 5. 5-1 straight up in their last 6 at home, however. Their totals have gone under in 5 of the last 7 games, under in 5 of the last 7 games against Miami, but over in 4 of the last 5 games when playing at home against Miami. LJ, we gonna start with you. Tell me what you got, if you got anything, and tell me why you got it.
Well, as we all know, I've been riding Miami, all this year. I felt they were the best team in the East as far as defensively and roster. They're going to Philly tonight, up 2-0. If Embiid does not get into this game tonight, I do not see Philly having any chance of competing with Miami. But this first half, they may come out with the energy like you always talk about, coming back home, feeding off the crowd, things like that. But Philly is shooting 22% from the three-point line. So if they continue to struggle that way, I don't see them doing anything. And Harden isn't giving you anything as well. And I said the other day that he hasn't hit 25 points in his 12 straight playoff games. So I'm steady going to take his under points. He hit 20 last game, but he's only averaging 18 in the playoffs right now. And not only that, man, Philly has not hit 30 points in a quarter since Embiid's injury. So if he doesn't come back, they can't score enough. And you're not getting any production from the bench as well. You're only averaging 20 points off your bench in these 2 games. And Miami's giving you 47. So they're doubling you up on the bench, not to mention the starters. So, hey, man, it's an easy play for me. I'm taking the Heat. Even if Embiid is in the lineup, I feel they'll give you a nice surge in the first half. But once that second half comes, he still got to get his legs. You know, he's been out the game, you know, so he may get fatigued. Who knows? But my play, Heat, man, -1.
All right. Mr. J Money.
Yeah, I like the Sixers here in the first half, guys. One thing that I do, I make a lot of money in the playoffs, man. 18-3 last 21 plays. It's actually a little bit better than that, going over a little further, like similar plays. I just don't have the exact numbers in front of me. But the playoffs, man, I kind of learned how to bet the playoffs to like over the past 3 years and start to make a lot of money. Home teams down 0-2 in that first half. They're 34-12-1 against the spread since 2015 against the spread. That's good for 74%. That's most of the time. I'm going to tell you, it's not something that I blindly take. It has to be somewhat close type of series like this one is. And as you can tell with this pick'em type of spread, I do think there's some speculation that Embiid comes back here tonight. But down 0-2, back at the house, the energy flowing in that arena. You got the motivation, peak motivation at that, sense of urgency. And if you have any aspirations not to get swept or come back and win this series, then you got to come out here with a hot start and try your best to win this game, or the likelihood you get swept and definitely lose the series is very high. So I wouldn't talk anyone out of Sixers first quarter as well. It's just I didn't bet it, but I think that first half is the real strong spot. And also role players at the house play a lot better. I see guys like Maxey, Tobias Harris have much better games tonight. I don't need to see DeAndre Jordan out there. He's been one of the main players out there hurting the Sixers. If they can get anything out of Embiid to where they just don't have to play Jordan and they can play Paul Reed and Niang, I think they'll be all right. I wouldn't be surprised to see them come out with a win, but I also wouldn't be surprised to see the Heat get the job done as well. So it's a toss-up type of game. I usually stay off, but I will tell you that first half, they're the favorites in the first half and the dog in the game for a reason.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I didn't know the specific numbers as far as teams that are down 0-2. When you catch them at the crib, jump on that first half. I mean, it's what you expect a team who's back up against the wall, like you said, if they don't want to get swept. We talking about a cage dog or whatever the terminology people uses, a cornered animal, whatever. We talk about a team that can't afford to necessarily lose another game without the series practically being over. You know, it's hard to come down from 0-3. So I'm right there with you. I'm actually going to make a move on that first quarter, though. I expect the crowd and the energy to feed, in particularly Maxey. I'm relying on Maxey because I've already seen Harden. Like I'll say this shit every time we talk about Harden, bro. I'm from Houston. I've seen the Harden show in the playoffs for a good 6-7 years, and it's not necessarily the playoffs. I feel like it's every time we need him to play big.
Marley, he in there. He's in. Embiid. He's in.
Oh, yeah. Even better.
He's in there.
He has to be.
He has to play. Now, is the noise and the lights, because he's played with the mask before, right? I don't think the mask is going to bother him.
He has played.
But is the noise, because it's a concussion, is the noise and the lights and the screen, is that shit going to affect? And I don't think the doctors can even know that. That's just something we won't know until he probably steps on that court. Because I know I'm a football guy, I'm a football player, so I know when you're dealing with concussions, it's not only just the time that you need, I guess, in between whatever the doctor say you need 3-4 days, blah, blah, blah. But I know the light and the noise and all that shit affects with you mentally as well. So, but as soon as he steps on the court, that crowd is going to fucking go amazing. So I'm even more on that first quarter than ever right now, and that first half. If they can withstand, if they're going to deliver the first blow. If for you full game backers, I honestly would stay away, man, because I just don't think this team. I told LJ this when we saw game one. I was taking the Heat regardless if Embiid was there or not, because I just think they're the better team. And then that defense is going to travel. That's one thing that travels. Defense, they're going to play hard. I don't like the the team around with no Embiid, Harden, they don't have any shooters.
Mm-hmm.
So if Harden, even if he could get by PJ Tucker off his first step, but I don't think he can do that anymore. He doesn't have anybody to kick the ball to. This is not Houston Rocket Harden. He's going to go out there and get you 30, 8-9 dimes, and then 8-9 rebounds. No, this is not that. He's going to give you about what he's giving you, 21, 22, 18, and you hope he can get the 9 dimes or 10 dimes if Harris, Maxey, and them are shooting well. But I'm going to take the first quarter. I'm actually leaning Heat money line for the full game, but my official play is going to be Philly first quarter. I agree with Jay Money. I got to lean on that first half. But the full game, me personally, guys, I would fucking stay away from that because, and then we don't even know exactly how Embiid is actually feeling. Like, you know, concussion shit is kind of weird. It's not an exact timetable. It's almost some individual shit. So we don't really know how that shit's gonna affect him. We hope that boost of energy and shit can play out and he can, you know, absorb that and maybe not even think about it. But as the game goes on, that shit, you know, he gonna be dealing with the real shit. So hopefully it's not too bad, and hopefully we can all cash that bread.
I roll with you on that first quarter. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm loving that first quarter. James is on some hockey. Lightning and Maple under Lightning and Maple Leafs under 6.5 for the total. I haven't looked at no hockey yet, James. I'm locked in on this NBA right now. Did some baseball last night.
That boy James
on the live yesterday, dog. You know, Jimmy came on and shit.
Hey, my wife wanted to go out to drink for Cinco de Mayo. She said you could take a day off. Ain't no games. She said, "Is it any games tonight?" No.
When the missus
Let's
talk,
go
you know,
yeah,
whatever you want, baby. I get it.
Yeah. Hey, happy wife, happy life, bro.
Don't say that no more. We're ending that. We're not saying that no more.
What are we saying?
It's happy house, happy spouse.
Oh, okay.
I
dig that.
I dig that.
Yeah. We don't use that. We don't use that shit in my house anymore.
I can dig it.
Happy house, happy spouse. It works both ways.
Okay. Let's coin.
Yeah, you know, Marley the counselor, love doctor. All right, man. Let's keep it going, man. All right, we're gonna break down Mr. J Money's Mavs. I know that's his boys. So we got the Suns going on the road for Game 3, take on the Dallas Mavericks. That line is currently at the Mavs -1. I thought that line flipped. The line, it opened up at the Mavs +1, didn't it?
It was basically been minus, depending on what book. It opened up at Mavs -1.
Okay. Well, it's still currently sitting at the Mavs -1. Total is at 218. Let's get into a couple of these actual factuals really, really quick. We're gonna start with the Suns. They're 5-1 ATS in the last 6. 5-1 straight up in the last 6. 9-2 ATS in their last 11 games against Dallas. 10-0 straight up in their last 10 games against Dallas. 4-1 ATS in their last 5 road games. 9-1 ATS in the last 10 games when playing on the road against Dallas. The total has gone over in 4 of their last 5 games against an opponent from the Western Conference and over in 6 of the last 7 games. Let's look at the Mavs. Roll with them all first round, dog. 5-2 ATS in their last 7. 11-5 straight up in the last 16. 8-1 straight up in the last 9 games at home. But as I said earlier, 1-9 ATS in the last 10 games when playing at home against Phoenix. 15-5 straight up in their last 20 games against an opponent from the Western Conference. Their totals have gone over in 5 of the last 5 against an opponent from the Pacific Division and over in 10 of their last 15. Mr. J Money is money. These are your guys, your home team. You got the best read on them out of all of us. What's the move? What's the play? What you got? Why you got it?
Yeah, I didn't take anything here, but I'll be all right. So I did put a little something on Mavs first quarter. I do think they got to come out with something. Obviously the Suns have owned us. They've beaten us 11 straight times now. It's CP3's birthday, but the Suns usually depend on a lot of calls.
CP3's birthday today?
Yeah, I believe he's turning 37. But this team really knows how to get the refs on their side, right? And that's all. I think that's interesting because if the refs aren't on their side, they can have a tough game, especially if not only are they against the Suns, but they're on the Mavs. So I mean, that's another thing. I'd always be scared of going against a team that's down 0-2, you always get that hidden element that the NBA could want to help their ass out as well and not want to see a sweep and want to get as many games as possible. You dig what I'm saying? I also had to figure that out the hard way. So, I do think that the Mavs will get the favorable calls today. Another one, I'm staying away from full game because it's too much vulnerability there, right? It's too much. That's a volatile play. Anything can happen. Obviously, the Suns are better, more deeper team, better coach. But to start this game out, I think the Mavs can come out with here's something. They showed that they had a better game plan in game 2 in Phoenix, and they led by 5 at the first half in that game. So, and still played a tough first quarter. So I'll be looking at Mavs first quarter and first half, basically the exact same thing of that Sixers game. Win, lose, or draw, these are the sides that I feel comfortable on.
Mr. LJ.
Well, I'm completely on the other side. I'm taking the Suns minus the +1 and money line for sure, because I think the Suns are the best team in the league. I love when they underdogs because I think that they are underestimated by a lot of people. But if the Suns continue to shoot 50-something%, they're shooting 57% in these 2 games against Dallas, man. If they continue to do that, there's no way you're going to beat them. Because I don't think Dallas has the firepower to match that offensive capability. And as far as Luka, he always has the ball in his hands. So I think that Jason Kidd needs to try to switch it up and try to get Brunson, into offense. Let him bring the ball up the court. Let him initiate some offense so Luka could come off some screens so he could just catch and make a play instead of trying to dribble penetrate all the time. And then you got Dinwiddie that they traded for. He needs to get you some more production off the bench, because if you got all these people coming, the Suns are averaging 92 points between their starters. You see what I'm saying? Dallas is only giving you 75. So that's a big discrepancy just in your starting lineup. So if you don't get no extra contributions from other players, you see what I'm saying? You're going to be playing from behind all the time. And the Suns is not a good team trying to catch up with them because of who they got at the point, Chris Paul. And like you just mentioned, it's his birthday. So who knows what type of mood he's going to be in. He may want to turn up, you see what I'm saying, and make a statement tonight. But Dallas is 15-3 at home since February 4th. So they do have a good home court feel. And I'm not mad at y'all play first quarter. You see what I'm saying? Even the first half. I wouldn't be mad if y'all took the Mavs first half. But I just think when the second half comes, I think the Suns are going to step on the gas. They are a great road team, too. They're 13-4 since February 5th, so they do play good on the road. I think Booker is going to get you a solid 30 again like he usually does. He dibble-dabbles between 27 and 30 points. But I just think everybody else around contributes more than Dallas, plus the defensive side of the ball. They can throw bodies at Luka. You see what I'm saying? They can switch off. They can recover in all kind of ways because of how the roster sets. So Phoenix, money line, +1, whatever you want to do. I'm all on Phoenix today. Let's go home.
All right. Well, for me, I'm using the same philosophy that I used for the Sixers Heat game. And it's pretty much me and Jay Money was talking before the show. We were getting ready to come on. And it's just like the percentages of taking a team that's down 0-2 when their first game back at the crib is well above 50%. And it's just me personally, even if I didn't know the exact numbers, I knew it was high until Jay came on and told me, but I knew the percentages boded well. Even if I didn't know that, give me the team that has everything to lose versus the team that if they lose, it's kind of like, they got one. It's cool. It's kind of like the Warriors in game 2 for Memphis, right? Memphis had to win that game. The Warriors wanted to win the game, but Memphis had to win that game. When the Warriors lost, they were like, well, we did what we needed to do. We got one. They didn't come into the game with that mindset, but ultimately it's human nature. Like, we got that. Like, tonight, I'm not saying because, you got Chris Paul, you got the point guard, you got the veteran. You would think he would have them coming in there ready to play. He's probably going to give them, hey, it's 0-0 speech. Let's not look at the record, right? The same speech that I'm sure everybody else gives. But it's just human complacency and human nature for this shit to happen. Plus, I'm with Jay Money. If the refs are going to be on anybody's side, they're going to be on Dallas tonight. They don't want a short series. We want a long series. We need more TV money. We need more playoff revenue. We need Luka. He's a star. We want Luka. We want that matchup. Let me get that. So now, ultimately, I took first quarter, first half. I actually just took it right now, LJ, while you were talking, but that was my play all along anyway. So I just took first quarter and first half. I actually expect the Mavs to win tonight. I know that's your squad, LJ, but I think Luka gets me at least one. And he's not going to go out like Kevin Durant did. I think he gets me one. I really do.
Where did he come from?
I think the Phoenix Suns fans pissed him off, and they've been pissing him off. I think that's gonna get those Dallas fans hyped up tonight. Because Phoenix fans, it's been not documented. They've been talking about it on ESPN and everything. First of all, these teams already have been playing a little chippy anyway, so to speak. I think the fans for the Mavs tonight are gonna come out rocking. And if Luka and those guys get a good lead early, I think they can build off that momentum, and I think they can hold off the Suns. Now, to LJ's point, I don't think they're going to shoot 50% in Dallas, the way they shot in Phoenix. It's just the numbers say the road players don't play as good on the road that they do at home. So I'm going to expect Crowder, Payne, and Johnson, and who am I leaving out? Bridges. Is that Bridges? I'm leaving out some numbers to drop. It's not going to be the same. And I expect Brunson, Dinwiddie, Kleber, and Powell. I expect their numbers to actually go up. So me personally, I'm going to stay first quarter, first half, and stick what I've been doing. But I actually think that the Mavs can win it tonight. I think J. Kidd, I don't know if Munty's the better coach, honestly. Munty has the better team. I think they're both good coaches, but J. Kidd has definitely shown me the ability, especially in these first rounds, what he did to the Jazz, to scheme his way at least to one fucking victory. I like the Mavs. I really like them for a game tonight, but for show purposes, first quarter, first half, I already bet it. I'm riding with you,
Jay.
Let's go.
Already.
Crowder for a tick. That's a bit. Somebody said Mavs minus 10. I wonder if you can find that. What the odds be? That's not happening. I think they win, but I don't see that happening. But we got James. I know Luka going off, but who else? See, I think you get Brunson tonight. I think you get some Brunson tonight.
He's going to have to get 20. Brunson going to have to get 20 points.
I don't know what Dinwiddie gets you, but I think he produces.
He's going to have to give you 15.
Been producing.
He's going to have to give you at least 15.
Smith can give you 15 tonight, but you're not going to get 50% shooting from the Suns tonight. You're just not. It's just how it works.
You don't think so?
No, it's just how it works. We need a Scott Foster.
Game.
We need a Scott Foster ref tonight. We need some shit like that going on.
Nah, no, we don't.
That good old NBA voodoo.
No, we don't.
We need some of that
straight
NBA,
up, man.
We need some of that NBA Scott Foster.
Let me ask this question: can Dallas stop Phoenix from getting 120 points? Can they stop them from getting 120 points?
I think so, because they're not going to shoot. I don't believe the role players are going to shoot as good as they shot in Phoenix. I mean, I just don't see it.
Phoenix
Crowder does this. Crowder gets
league.
hot and then gets cold and then gets hot. Like Crowder's not a consistent all the way through, because I ride his 3-point props a lot. He'll be hot for a couple games, maybe even a series, and then he'll fucking go cold for the exact amount of time that he's been hot. He's like real streaky shooter. I mean, I feel like Booker's going to give you Booker, right? He's the superstar, right? CP3 is going to give you that. But like, can you really count on? Are you really going to count on the rest of the guys on the road? Like we talk about for the sweep. We're not talking about for the series. You know what I'm saying? Like game 3, like the Mavs are about to come out and play with like everything they got, because they know if they lose,
they're gonna have to rebound. They're gonna have to rebound. You see what I'm saying? Because they getting beat on the boards plus 12, so they're gonna have to completely change their whole scheme. You know, and I don't see what they could do unless, like you say, Phoenix be like,
no, they don't have to change the whole scheme. They were up at halftime in game 3. Let's not forget what happened in game 3 was CP3 and Booker took over the third and fourth quarter.
Game 2.
Game 2.
You mean
took over with isolating Luka in the pick and roll. Like Jay said, they just got to change their approach into the way they play that. You're going to either have to blitz them and get them off the ball, trap them, but you just can't allow the fucking pick and then just let them work him all day long. I mean, he's already doing everything for you on offense, and then you are letting him getting worked on defense. That's still a lot. So
that's what they attacking on defense.
He's not the best defensive player, but so for me, man, I Jason Kidd is not going to allow that shit to. They can't. I mean, if I can call it out, and I'm not an NBA coach, I'm sure they see that shit and it's like, we got to change this. So that's what I expect. Me personally. Anybody else? Jay, you got anything?
Nah, nothing else for me on this one, my guys. Like I say, I like the Mavs early, and I hope they win the game.
If it's close at halftime, second half, I'm jumping on the Mavs. I'm not gonna lie. I might be drunk by then too, though. So we'll see what happens. All right. So for the most part, y'all, that concludes today's show. I'm gonna go over the other two games, but it's nothing official for anybody here. We're just gonna give a kind of like an early opinion, kind of early look at the line, just see what you guys think. Nothing to hold your feet to the fire to here. I'm not even gonna go over the actual factual and stuff, which I don't think I have them up anyway. So just quick opening thoughts on what you guys think. Memphis versus the Warriors, -7 in the Bay. The total's at 225. 7 seems like a lot here for me, honestly, without haven't really quite looked at it. First half -3.5, probably 4 looks very tempting. I think 7 is a little bit too much. I don't know. What do you guys think?
For me, man, this is a tough one. I won't bet the game. I'll just wait to see who loses. That way I'll watch it and really dissect it and see who I can come back on in the next one. Maybe make a live bet. I do feel like it's too many points. I don't like the fact that the Warriors don't have Gary Payton II now. Obviously, they was really the only their only weapon to try to stop Ja Morant. So now my problem here, you don't have Dylan Brooks, which they won the last game without him because he was out 3 minutes for 3 minutes into the game. But they do get Steven Adams back, and I've been preaching this that the Grizzlies are going to look even different, a lot different with Steven Adams because then they can offensive rebound, their defensive rebound to be a lot better. He'll give them some paint protection as well. They don't have to play Tillman out there, so they can kind of get back to their old rotation. So I do feel like it's a few too many points, but I hope the Warriors do blow them out so I can get a few more points for next game because so that's actually what I think might happen. Maybe the Warriors get them this time because Adams had been on COVID as well, and then they get back Brooks that next game 4, and then I can be on the Grizzlies there. So I kind of just talk something out there. I'll be rooting for Warriors, might make a small play on them. I do think this is a zigzag type of series, and then come back on whoever doesn't cover in game 4. And the same thing with me, I'll be on the other game too.
Yes,
yeah, I'm right with you. I'm right with you because I believe the Warriors will win game 3. I don't think they're going to continue to shoot 27% from the 3-point line, and like I said, I believe too it's a zigzag, and I really feel that Memphis got away with one. So the Warriors could easily be up 2-0, easily. Yeah. So they come back and win this game. Memphis win game 4, and we'll see what happens when it's time.
I think it's a 6-game series. I don't think it's a 7. I think that Warriors win game 3. I think I want to say convincingly, but earlier I said I'm scared of the 7, just because the Grizzlies are a scrappy team, and we've seen them down 20 twice in one game and come back. So it's not. I don't like betting huge spreads, but there's no way I see the Warriors continuing to shoot the way they've been shooting, and still have been in these games. So that's the scary thing. Imagine if they shoot 48, 50% one of these days, and Klay Thompson's not 5 for 19 and shit like that. Then imagine what the league would be. So I'm definitely gonna make a play, probably first half on this game, depending on what I catch that line at. I'm loving the first half. But yeah, I think Warriors win game 3. I think Memphis wins game 4, and I think Warriors get another one. And I don't think. I think Memphis, I only give Memphis 2 games because they, like you said, I feel like they should be up 2-0. One of those games they won without Draymond. They should have won the last one. They've been shooting so fucking poor, and you had to get a superhuman game from, like, how many times did Ja give you 47 this series?
I
You know what I'm
mean,
saying? Like,
God
so you got
forbid nothing happen to him because that's their
right.
offense right there.
And then you lose
For
Dylan
real.
Brooks, and they don't shoot it particularly well. I just, I like this team, but they're young. They're still a step away, in my opinion. This is like the shit you got to go through a couple growing pains before you make that step. That's just how that shit works. All right, man. This is the game I'm kind of lost on the most because I don't know which game was the anomaly. I'm completely confused. I want to take the Bucks at home, -2, get a very favorable line, in my opinion. But I don't know if what we saw in game 2 was the anomaly or was game 1 the anomaly. This is like what Jay said. This is probably one I'll probably like watch and try to get a feel for because I really don't know what the fuck is going on in this series. Had 2 blowouts on both sides. So I don't know. I'm interested to hear what you guys got to say about this one, honestly.
Yeah, guys, quick thoughts for me on this one. Unfortunately, I gotta go, man. This dude, I gotta get these shirts by 6 o'clock.
Good, you told me
man.
that. You good.
But no, cause now he telling me that I need to be there by 6. I thought I could be there by 6:30. But regardless, this one, man, I want to take the Celtics here. This is gonna be a tough game because obviously you get the Bucks coming back to the house. They're defending champs. It's gonna be rocking over there, right? I do think the Bucks don't come out with something early, but I still think that the Celtics are gonna win this series. And in saying that, I want to take them in this pivotal game 3 if I think they're gonna win the series, right? Like they're gonna win one of these games over there in Milwaukee. It's just gonna be a true zigzag, and then the Bucks get some revenge tomorrow, and then the Celtics win the next one. But I can't wait to watch the game. Maybe make a live bet. Whoever goes up by with this spread, whoever goes up by 8 points, then you'll get better value with whoever you like. And I can see it being a game of runs as well. So I want to look towards a lot, but like this, I think the Bucks will come out with some first quarter, first half. Then maybe we can hop on the Celtics in the second half there, get a nice live play here. So I'll be looking to get the Celtics at maybe somewhere around +5, +6 in game or +10. But I'll be trying to live bet this one for sure, my guys. It's a pleasure doing the show with y'all, man. We got to do this. Brothers N Bets. I like that, my guy.
Sir.
LJ,
yes, sir.
you know I'm always down to do a show, man. As long as I'm at the house or got the time. Marley, we got to do this again, my brother. It's an absolute must, my brother.
I definitely will reach out. I'm gonna hold your fire to that. One of my guys, he's on Twitter. He for some reason our Twitter doesn't show up. United Dave wanted to say shout out LJ. You already know United Dave. He wanted to shout you out too, Jay Money. So shout out United Dave, bro. He's one of my across the pond followers over there in England. So
my guy.
yes.
All the way from England.
Appreciate that. Hey, appreciate it, Jay, man. I know you got business to take care of. I appreciate you doing the show. It means a lot. We definitely have to link and do this again. I'll shoot you a DM, man. We can figure out what's the best time frame.
Hit me up anytime, my brother. I appreciate you, Mario. Like I say, I'll
retweet. Max City, y'all hit my man up, man, and go get some of them shirts, man.
Hopefully, I brought you some new followers to the channel and stuff too, bro.
Sir.
So I retweeted on everything. Hey, let's get some cash. Solid. Let's. We got to do it for our people. You see what I'm saying? Let's get this cash, guys. It's us. Against the bookies. It's us, though, really, touch against everybody.
Exactly.
My guys.
Already.
All right, I'm out, guys.
All right, man. Have a good one, bro. Appreciate it.
All right, sure.
All right, man. What's your thoughts on those Celtics and Bucks? Shout out Jay Money, man. Y'all go follow him at Jay Money is Money. Catch his show. Check his Twitter out. Excellent NBA capper. Been following him for a while now, so y'all make sure y'all go check him out, follow him, look at his plays, win some money. All right, LJ, back to the shits.
Y'all, this game right here, man, I'm with Jay. I may just mess around and just bet this game live because I don't think Boston's going to shoot 23s again like they did in game 2.
I mean, we said that game 2, like game 1, we was like, they shot 53s. There's no way they're going to do that again. How many did they shoot in game 2?
43 and hit 20. So
do we think they'll get close to 50 again?
I don't think so, man. I think the Bucks are gonna buckle down on D. I think the Boston has figured out how to guard Giannis, pack the paint, make him shoot jumper. Yeah. But also I think the Bucks.
Is that something new that we didn't know?
No, it's just the fact that a lot of rosters aren't capable of doing that because they don't have the size. Boston has the size to keep Giannis out of the paint like that to make him comfortable. But also at the same time, I think the Bucks can adjust too and double team either Brown or Tatum and get the ball out of their hands and make somebody else make a play. So there's adjustments to be made on both sides. But I'm definitely going to continue my trend of taking the under in these series because it hasn't gone over. Bucks scored 86 points the last game. Boston scored 89 the first game. So none of these teams have reached 100 points in both of the games. So, well, you know what I'm trying to say. Both teams haven't scored 100 in the same game. That's what I'm trying to say. So I'm going to continue to my trend of the under until they show me something different. But like I said, I'm going to sit back and just bet the game live, see how it's going, and jump on somebody on the second half. Because to be honest, they're pretty much even, to be honest. When you're doing the numbers,
you think they're evenly matched?
yeah, they are. It's no discrepancy, you know, besides the 3-point shooting. You see what I'm saying? But that was only in game 2 because the Bucks shot 16% in game 2. Boston shot 46. So if they can cut down on the 3-point shooting and concentrate on getting paint points, because the Bucks are averaging 44 points in the paint. Boston is only averaging 22 points in the paint. So there's the advantage right there. So as long as the Bucks can continue to get easy points in the paint, get their shots up, they're out rebounding them as well. 45 to 44, which is not that much. You know, it's only one rebound away. So pretty much, like I said, points in the paint and the 3-point shooting. Those two things are the biggest discrepancies in this series so far. So I got to see what's going to change when they come back home. You know, I really will lean to the Bucks because I think they are, you know, the better team from top to bottom. But the Middleton injury may catch up with them in the long run. They may slip by Boston with a heroic effort from Giannis, but to go against the Heat, which I believe that's going to be in the Eastern Conference Finals, they're going to need Middleton. So, before as like I said, I'm going to stick to the under for as my official play already. I already bet the under.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I would lean under too. I don't think if anything we'll get two lower
13.
scoring games. Or I think if the game is close, it'll be lower 100s. I think, or we'll get a one-sided game like we've been getting, which I don't think we're going to get anymore. I think they're probably comfortable with what they're seeing now. I think they kind of know what to expect from each team. We play 2 games now. So I don't think we'll get another lopsided game either way. That's going to depend on, like you said, if Giannis can make a couple jumpers, maybe force the defense to come up a little bit and then try to drive and get past everybody. He's going to have to make some jump shots if they want to win the series. So, but one thing, like I said earlier about last show about Giannis is every time the Bucks have needed Giannis to step up and in a big game and deliver, he's delivered. So I'm more than like 90% sure I'm going to bet the first quarter or first half Bucks, and then I'll probably watch and make a second half play on what I think is happening. But I think we're getting Bucks -2. I think that's a favorable line for us. A basket at the crib. That's not bad. You're the defending champs. Celtics are good, man. They got the size, like you said, to stay in front of Giannis. They got 2 guys that are tall and can create their own shot and score. And to top everything off, they're defensive minded. And their star doesn't mind playing defense. And similar to Giannis, a different skill set, obviously. But when your star is going to do the dirty work for you, it makes it easier for the other guys to do the dirty work.
Exactly.
So, i.e. James Harden, he's never going to do the dirty work. And people tend to not like him for shit like that. So let me stop knocking James, though, because, I don't got no personal. I don't think he's gonna let Philly down. I just want to know how those fans are gonna react. Because it was all roses here. We ain't gonna do shit in Houston. We don't give a shit. Whatever. We'll go on to the next sport. Philly, I don't think you can walk the streets of Philly if you sucking it up out there like that. It ain't gonna be too cool. They ain't gonna want to see you in the strip club, James.
No, they gonna see him in the strip club because he spent money.
They run your ass up out there, ho.
No, they ain't running him out no strip club because he got bread. He gonna spend money.
Girls are not gonna run him out there. No, not at all. They want to see him. That's I wonder how much of his salary he's donated to the strippers.
That's his nesting ground.
That's his shit. I know.
Philly got to make a decision too, man, because he's up this year. He can opt
out. He better opt in.
Yeah, he better get that 45.
If he was smart, he opt in. I thought it was 47, but if he was 40 something, whatever.
That's insane though. That's
insane. Better opt in because I don't think nobody's gonna offer the max after what.
No, he ain't gonna get no 5-year 250.
So I'd opt in, try to redeem myself next season. The problem is, this is my problem. Well, this is what I think is going on with James. I don't think he's hurt. I think one, he's older. He's been in the league 15 years. I think how long he was here? 7, 8,
somewhere around there.
9, somewhere around there. All that running and gunning that we did with him, running up and down the court, the pace that took a toll on his body. He doesn't take care of himself physically. Like in the off season, he's not working out. He's not eating right. He's living like he one of us, probably worse, probably putting worse shit in his body than I do. And then he's going out to play. He tries to get in shape during the season. So all that over 15 years is taking a toll. I think he's actually lost a step. Yeah. The good thing is he's in Philly. He's not dependent to be that guy anymore. So if he can just be close, but I don't think close gets you a max deal. It might get you a new good deal, but I don't think it's going to get you a max deal. So that's what I personally. And then on top of everything, they're officiating differently. So he's not getting to the line, getting all those points. And once you lose the ability to blow by somebody, that step back three is not is open anymore because they're not worried about you blowing past them. So that's kind of what my analysis is on James. And I think he's fucking lazy because he doesn't fucking work out in the offseason. It's like you don't even got nothing to do. Like I don't work out because I'm tired. I got to work. I got to do my kids and shit. Like, bro, you don't got no excuse. Like you got to gym at the crib with a full. It's crazy.
Why don't they just get the band back together? KD, Russell Westbrook, and James Harden. Just get the band back together.
Where?
I don't know. Because they all in the same category to me, man. Kevin Durant
didn't want to play with Westbrook when Westbrook was cold.
Hey, well.
You think he wants to play with him now? He didn't want to play with him when he could get you 30, 10, and 10. You think he want to play with him now?
Hey, man.
And if I was KD, I damn sure wouldn't want to play with James again. Like, I tried it because he was mad at, I get it, he was mad at Kyrie for Kyrie not wanting to get in the vaccine, but like, damn, bro, you just left like that, like after 1 year.
I know, right? Why did you even get traded there?
Why did you even fucking leave? It was just a waste.
Yeah. Like, they gave up all those. They gave up Dinwiddie, they gave up Jared Allen, and they gave up Karis LeVert for James Harden. And now he's not even there.
They can sure use LeVert and
they can definitely use Allen.
Jared Allen.
They can definitely use him. Definitely.
Who changes things over there? I heard a trade about a three-way trade. They need a big, but I don't know what bigs are available this offseason.
Yeah, I don't know who they could get either.
They need a big that just wants to block shots, rebound, and play defense. Like that's Jared Allen.
Yeah, pretty much.
The guy they had is what they needed.
That's who they need, man. I said that was a mistake when they first did it, but hey,
I like the way they look now, though. I mean, like I said, they still need a big, depending on if obviously if Ben Simmons come back as the Ben Simmons, if he's just the Ben Simmons that we saw, not an improved shooter, just the Ben Simmons that can run the floor, play point guard, rebound, block shots, and assists. I think he meshes with that team very well. So I do like that. You get Joe Harris back, you get another shooter. I don't know what happened with LaMarcus Aldridge and why he quit playing. I don't know if he got hurt or because when they inserted him into the lineup, he started out doing very well. I don't know what happened. And they need a new coach. They need a coach that can actually coach. I don't want to get into the Steve Nash shit. But yeah. All right, man. Very short show today. Well, we almost went an hour. But LJ's plays are this right here. Let me know if I missed anything. Heat money line full game. Suns +1 for the full game. We had a guest on today. My guy, J Money is Money. He was on Philly first half. Small play on Mavs first quarter. Your boy, pretty much the same. Philly first quarter. I threw the Heat money line in there for the full game. It's not an official play, but that's kind of like what my mind is thinking. Like, I'm going to watch it live. Take Philly first quarter. Depending on what that halftime, if it's close at halftime, I might favor the Heat. I just got to see how the game's going. And then I like Mavs first quarter and Mavs first half. I think the Mavs win today. Man.
Well, if Philly is up at halftime, jump on Miami because Miami is 6-1 in the second half, straight up in the playoffs.
There we go. You heard it here first. Any props you got for the people today?
No, I didn't do any props today, man. I just want to stay on the side, Miami and the Suns. Just keep riding that. I didn't really want to dive into the props today. It's the weekend, you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to relax, sit back, and just enjoy the game.
I didn't make any either. I didn't even do a $5 come up. Wait, let me check my bets. Let me check my
I didn't do one. I know I didn't do one. For real.
Let me check my bets. I actually think I did. Hold on. Let me check my pending bets. I think I did.
But if I had to do one, just off the top of my head, I definitely in hockey, I would take Carolina again tonight, and I would take Minnesota. Wild, but don't.
Wow. So I did 2 last night in my because last night was I drunk last night? I think I was, because I did the show. Speaking of James, Marley, last night was great seeing you on pub with the guys. We cashed big. Yeah, so I hit some plays. Hell yeah, James, that shit was dope. So I hit some plays last night on a live show. Because there wasn't any action, any baseball. So I got a couple in my parlay, but I didn't really cap any baseball. I was just gonna follow Cabby and Tease posted a couple plays. Yeah, James said, Marley, you was drunk, brother. Yeah, I felt like I was. I couldn't really quite remember though. Yeah,
a couple of baseball games got rain delayed though.
So I did do this last night. I did Miami Heat, Philly. I took the over 210. I took the under 219.5 in the Suns and Mavs. I caught the Mystics last night. This from Parlay Tees at -6.5 for the full game, WNBA. And I caught the LA Sparks Chicago Sky under 155.5. Those plays I got from at Parlay Tees. So if y'all don't know Tees, man, Tees is a guy that's fucking legend in my book. Quit his fucking job to start gambling professionally, if you want to call it, because I feel like we all gamble professionally. But quit his job to become a professional gambler and fucking put his daughter through college, got all his paying his bills. Like, that is how he is living. So he's a motherfucking legend in my book. I don't even got the nuts to do that shit right now. Got too much relying on that Monday through Friday. Can't do that. Cannot do that. So shout out to Parlay Tees. Those are his WNBA plays that I play. I'm gonna always post his plays because he tags me. I told him to tag me in them, and he's tagged me in them. So Mikey Hova the Reaper says he's gonna start doing it WNBA because he actually watches WNBA. He bets WNBA, but he's been saying that for 2 years.
Yeah.
So
I do too.
Maybe he does. Maybe he doesn't, but every time I do a show, I'll give you guys Teese's picks. If you follow me, I always retweet Teese's picks and the other cappers in our prestigious gambling community of brothers that LJ and myself are a part of over at Pub Sports, the fellow low baggers, and Cabby and Teese and Boston Nick and Jimmy, of course, and Big Show. And Big Ragu, Doc. I know I'm leaving out some guys. So Razor, forgive me of those that I left out. Yeah, shots. I'm trying to get on some ponies today, but fucking Texas is hard to find a book that I woke up this morning like, Razor, send me the fucking book that you use. Can't use it. You're in Texas. Jumped in the group chat. Hey, somebody sent me a book. Can't use it. We're in Texas. And I just was like, you know what? Fuck it. It's just not meant for me.
Yeah.
It's basketball action today. So I'll just fucking do what I know. But I'm going to find something. I want to bet the Derby. I stayed up all night listening to Jimmy and those guys break down horses, taking notes and shit. Got them on my phone.
Yeah.
And I'm
I did like 4 hours yesterday.
Bro, yeah, my girl was kind of mad. She came home yesterday. She's been gone since Tuesday. And I was just like, I didn't know it was going to be that long. She was like, how much longer you got left? I was like, oh, it shouldn't take that long.
Nah, bro. Time go by when you on there.
Yeah, she was pissed. All right, man. Let's get it on up out of here. Game's about to start, and that Philly game starts at 6, right?
Yep, it's going to start in 5 minutes.
Game about to start in 5
I'm about to go to the sports bar, give me a drink, and relax and enjoy my weekend.
I just finished one.
Because Sunday is all about the ladies. So happy Mother's Day to all the ladies, you know.
Shit, it is Sunday. I was planning on working. That's
No,
not
you
gonna
cannot
happen.
work on Sunday, sir. That is
Can't.
reserved for the lady.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why I couldn't go to Dallas. I was gonna go to Dallas to the game, but Mother's Day fell on this weekend. So I wasn't gonna be able to rush back. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to rush
Right.
back here. You know, I want to be able to enjoy it. So I'm like, hey, it is what it is.
Well,
But
that just fucked up my whole plans.
hey man, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? So I
Yeah,
would
I'm
like
gonna make
tonight's
it
my
work.
night. I already told her tonight's my night, and then you got me all day Sunday.
Oh man, I'm finna crash tonight. I'm not gonna lie, that sun whooped my ass today.
It was hot today. It was hot, bro.
Bitch today.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
was
know
hot
what
today.
the fuck. And I was not prepared. And you got to be prepared for Texas heat, like especially
Yes.
Houston. And the humidity will fucking.
Man,
It says 93, but it's not what it feels like.
nah, not at all.
I hate that shit too. I hate that. Like it's 93, but it feels like 1010. Well, it's 1010. It's 110. Don't tell me it's 93.
Yeah, right.
It feels like 110. God damn it, it's 110. I hate that shit. I fucking hate that shit. It's 107, but it feels like 169. Well, god damn it, it's 169.
Yeah.
That's what it feel like. Shit, what the fuck? Should be pissing me off. Fucking stupid ass humidity. That's how you know it's hot too. You just be cussing that shit for no reason. Fucking stupid ass humidity shit.
Man, baseball they didn't postpone like 6 games.
All right. Oh yeah. So before we do go, I had one more super long, just long shot parlay. Well, not super long. It's like a 7-teamer, $10 to win you $470. Philly first half. Phoenix Suns Mavs over first half 106.
Mm-hmm.
Dallas first half money line. Jump to baseball. Jordan Hicks and the Giants money line. They lost last night. Expect to bounce back. Blue Jays money line. Gooseman's on the mound. Astros money line. Garcia.
That game's postponed.
Oh, well, it's cool. And I took the under. Why is it? Oh, it just finished raining here. It's going to start back up.
Yeah,
though.
it says inclement weather. No, not the Astros game. I said the Blue Jays game.
Blue Jays
game. The Angels Rangers game got postponed. Mets and Phillies, Royals, Warrios, and Dodgers and Cubs.
Not on that. Okay, so only one of my games got postponed, so my parlay is still good. Okay. So one more time. Philly, first half, money line. Dallas, first half, money line. Dallas, first half, over 106. Giants, money line. And Blue Jays, that's postponed, so I guess we won't worry about that one. Astros, Garcia's on the mound, money line, and we're going to double down on the Astros under again. I took it last night live on the show.
Yeah.
And that was money. What y'all think about the Chris Paul prop? We're off props today, so I didn't look at it. You know, like LJ said, man, you know, it's Friday.
I mean, if it's 8, take it.
Yeah, it depends on what it is. I'm not taking it at 10.
If it's double digits.
I'm not taking it at 10, 10.5. Like I said earlier, I expect the role players to not play as good as they did at home. So therefore, I feel like his assists won't be as much as he gets at home. Maybe his points or Booker's points props, but that's about it. You expect your stars to still play the way they continue to play, home or away. So that's kind of my philosophy on that. LJ, tell the people where they can find you, my brother.
Main, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LJ from H-Town or LJ from Houston. Whichever one you want to put in, it's going to pop up. Like I said, Raw Words Podcast, stream it on YouTube. Follow us, subscribe. Like, we may do a show this weekend. What's tomorrow? Saturday? I don't know. It just depends. It depends.
Definitely can't do one Sunday.
No, we're not going to do one Sunday. Oh, I see Kyle Lowry's in the lineup tonight. So we got Kyle Lowry and Embiid returning tonight.
Yeah, I didn't post it. I don't know what happened. I saw somebody mention it in the chat, and I meant to click on it, but I was probably switching from banners and something.
But yeah, like I said, you know, it's the game from the start. So yeah, follow me, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, LJ from H-Town. at LJ from the H or LJ from Houston, whatever you want to do. It's both of mine. So follow me, hit me up, ask for some plays. I'll shoot them to you. I don't charge nobody for my plays. So if you want some insight, want some knowledge, hit me up, direct message. I'll shoot you back. Let's make some cash, baby.
For sure. And I am Marley Bets. This is Brothas N Bets. And shout out to homie J Money for doing the show today. We'll have him back on. And that is Mr. LJ from Houston. And like always, like yesterday, like today, and like tomorrow, probably not on Sunday. Y'all know what it is, man. Let's beat Vegas. And we out this motherfucker.
Check it out. Look, we from the bottom, ain't no problems, we gon' make a way. Got no coach on the field, but we making plays. Hey,